Okay. A false shark, carp, shark, false, shark, carp, false
Shark,
carp.
3, 2, 1.
Dolphin.
Pokemon!
Oh, yes! You said dolphin, you said Pokemon. Get out of here.
Hey everybody, we're the Fandom Troop, and today we're going to watch JJK episode 14 of the season of 1.
Okay.
Arst thou ready?
Arsed already. Arsed. Correct. We have been arsed, haven't we? More importantly, we're in a new universe now, right? We got through 13 episodes. It's 26 episodes. They split it in half.
Yeah.
Like, so basically...
New season.
We're like in a new chapter of the story.
New arc.
Part 2 of season 1.
Yeah. And we're going to do Terminants.
This is my favorite part.
Terminants.
I love getting
Terminants.
to this point.
This is your favorite arc?
As a professional watcher of JJK, this is one of his favorite parts of the daily process.
I gotta say, too, it's really nice to watch this one, season 1, because of the things I'm feeling.
You can't share any details.
Stop!
No spoilies. Oh, man, we're going to feel something.
Oh!
We're going to feel something. Tell the people what happened
Say
in
it.
Austin.
Do it.
I've been seeing thumbnails,
Mm-hmm.
and they're alluding to spoilers.
Like the fact that they've all been dead the entire time.
Exactly. They've all been dead the
Don't
whole
make
time.
faces. If that is not the case, if that's the case, I'm going to be so mad.
This past episode...
Oh, Junpei! Oh, they brought him up. They let us know.
dead.
And okay, actually, I watched one of our reactions that recently got posted,
Yeah.
and Hector was like, "I hate all of his episodes, like the handful of episodes that he's in. Oh, what a bastard! Oh, what? He's like dead in like 10 minutes. They introduced this character. Junpei must get like literally like 15 minutes of screen time.
They used the intro song to jabait us into believing that he was going to be a Jujutsu sword. That's something I can say I've never experienced an anime do that to me. They're like, haha, he's dead, haha,
He's dead.
Nanami says that Gojo and Mahito are similar. Okay? And to me, let me pull my phone notes out.
not me seeing myself roll my eyes.
Nihilism.
Sure.
Like with everything, everywhere, all at once, right? Evelyn and
gagged.
Gojo,
Mm-hmm.
Mahito and Joy. When confronted with nihilism, you go to these two different extremes. And I think the characters represent similar things in that regard.
Gojo is nihilist?
No, well,
Or
I
nihilistic?
think he probably does. I think he has to be. His whole power is basically like everything. If you have everything, then nothing matters, or you can't do anything.
Well, he seems to be of the mind that like everything is super important. Like, well, not everything is super important, but that like there are some super important things that other people are ignoring. Like, he seems to have like goals and objectives and stuff, whereas Mahito is like, he doesn't. He's like, none of this matters, so just have fun. I think like
Mahito's
That kind of sounds similar to me.
what?
They're both kind of boundless, and it's almost like Mahito 2 has infinite potential, and they're both driven by their own desires.
Mhm.
Gojo's just seem more orderly, focused on like being anti-systemic, which is in its way its own system, so he seems more rational. And then Mahito is like chaotic, literally just like, especially because of what he's born from, which is our hatred for each other.
Yeah.
So I could kind of see how it is a little nihilistic, like everything everywhere all at once, but they have real differences.
But has he been expressing nihilism, Gojo?
I don't know, that's a good question.
I mean,
I'm still thinking about it.
I do think his character power concept, at the very least, touches on a lot of similar themes as Everything Everywhere All at Once. I would assume that I could see Gojo as a character having come to a similar conclusion that Evelyn has come to about life.
But he's not like expressing that in the.
Yeah, I don't think he specifically expressed it, but just because Nanami made the comparison between the two of them, and was like, well, they're both so frivolous, and like, why is that? Like,
in the fight, he's like, "Oh, this one is like him." I forgot he made that comparison. Yeah.
Junpei is fucking dead. He ain't coming back, Sean. I'm sorry. He's gone.
Was that a spoiler? I'm waiting. No, I'm going to be waiting.
He's not.
How do you know that?
I know he's not coming back.
No, this is just speculation.
No, I know. No. I know he's not coming back. Junpei is not coming back. Because one, you can't just bring everyone that dies back to life.
Have you seen Dragon Ball Z?
Do you think JJK has set itself up so far to be one of those shows?
Yes.
Where like we're just gonna kill everyone and then we'll bring everyone
Every
back?
time we thought someone could have possibly had consequences, they've been just fine unless they were like nameless characters. Literally nameless characters. Who's died? Who has actually died?
Junpei.
Takashi. Junpei's dead, dude.
Takashi.
The juvenile detention kid.
Yeah.
He was dead.
Vehicular manslaughter.
Oh, that was the premise, was that he is dead from something that happened. That was like the premise of the episode. But none of our characters have died. So them taking away Junpei is good in that like sense of like making it's that Game of Thrones like nothing is safe. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
But that is what Junpei is. He is the first character of ours that has been sacrificed.
So then we're gonna see
for the sake of establishing that kind of Game of Thrones idea.
Maybe if he stays dead, but if he comes back, like I know that he will because he's in the intro. Why would they do
guess
that?
What, Sean? The intro's over.
We have a new intro. And the new intro will inform us about Junpei being alive somehow.
I guess we'll see.
Damn.
I know there are people who already know what's going to happen, and I sound real dumb to them, or Austin sounds real dumb to them.
Everyone does.
But like,
hi, people.
I don't want Junpei to be dead, and therefore I don't think he's dead.
Okay.
I love that.
Nanami got trapped in Mahito's domain, where Yuji busted him out, and because Yuji entered Mahito's domain, which in a domain you automatically touch your opponents, he accidentally entered into, I kind of guess he entered Yuji's body in some ways. He made contact.
Mahito's specific domain is that because his curse technique is about touching someone's soul.
So it's
his
very specific
curse
to
domain,
him.
the guaranteed hit of a curse domain for Mahito is that he's touching you. Once you're in, he's touching you.
Gotcha. And so he touched Sukuna. And then Sukuna was like, bitch, I warned you.
And he stands on business. Sukuna apparently stands on business.
It's just there's a contract.
That's what Nanami does too.
A contract is a contract.
You're right.
Let me tell you my predictions for this episode, for this arc. My predictions for this arc.
Tournament arc.
The tournament arc, they're going to pull a Naruto. This tournament arc is going to get canceled for some reason.
No.
Some shit is going down. It's going to stop the arc. I don't know when. Maybe, certainly not immediately. We'll use this.
Really?
We'll use this arc to get to know a bunch of new characters and some old characters, see some new powers, have Yuji be reintroduced to the gang.
You're talking about a few fights, and then it gets canceled.
Yes, after a little bit, it's gonna get canceled for some. I don't see this arc starting and finishing from the beginning of the tournament to the end of the tournament, and that's the arc. Something is going to come in and shift the of whatever the dynamic is. It's going to shift because of something, and I expect that the tournament will be canceled at some point because I am an anime watcher and I know how anime do the things that they do.
Here's what's going to happen. Yuji is alive and they don't know it. They're going to start the tournament arc. It's going to look not so good. Yuji's going to show up. And they're going to feel like, oh, wow, we are the champions of the world, maybe. And then something's going to happen to derail, not leading to the canceling of the tournament, but leading to them failing at the tournament somehow. Maybe they're caught up, or I don't know. Something does derail things, but that they end the tournament losers, but not like actually losers. Like we can forgive them for being losers because of the reason. You know what I mean?
Huh.
That's
Yeah, and then the Hokages are going to go to war.
Was that...
Yeah, I like the way that the show... It's so clear the show's affected y'all. Like, y'all are not as trusting. Y'all are a little less optimistic.
No, you know what? Not for a second did I doubt that we were just going into a tournament arc just now until Austin said something. And then I was like, let me put my thinking cap on. Like, they're not just... Because they just murdered Junpei.
Yeah.
Which I'm still not over.
Let's see some kids beat each other up.
Yes. Kids fighting.
Oh,
All right, we're live for the kid fight.
Yeah.
Gojo
He's smoking a brain.
As a child?
He's smoking a brain, for real. What the fuck?
Oh, is that a transfigured human?
Why would you say that? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks he can bring about the Age of Curses by himself.
Okay.
Wow. They're more admirable than the people running our fucking systems.
He's like, let me plant some trees under which I shall never enjoy the shade. Or whatever.
Really?
Ah.
Hey, Gojo! I support your decisions.
Oh, they're gonna get involved in the tournament.
It's crazy how they're fighting for our main character's safety.
Yeah. Oh, new intro.
Panda!
Wow, he looks different.
Oh, both panda! Definitely think the first intro was more of a banger.
I agree.
Whoa!
Oh, the editing on that was crazy. That was a lot of effort.
The guitar took me out of
cool.
it for a second. I don't know, but that wind back.
Oh, yeah.
I love their relationship so much.
They're such opposite versions of the spectrum.
He wants him to like admire him so badly for some reason. I mean, it will become known.
Yeah, he can protect himself now.
I wonder how much powerful he's actually gotten.
What a goof. They're gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be pissed.
This is everyone's dream. To fake your own death.
Everyone.
Exhausting!
Just me.
Oh my god! No, they're gonna be so mad at you. You idiot.
I love their student-teacher dynamic too. Nobara. She's like, we're vacationing, right? Oh no.
You act like you're not like a train ride away.
True. Wait.
The super powerful students from the years above.
Oh, Kotsu. He's from the Tokyo school?
Oh,
Okotsu's the second year, right? Or is he the third year?
He's a third year.
yeah. Whoa, robot.
Zenimai.
Todo. Aoi. A witch. Nishimiya Momo.
It is a robot!
Ultimate Mekamaru. He's blind? How Kakashi of him.
He's so polarizing.
He's such an idiot. God. Oh my god.
I loved it.
Is he?
So
ballet.
Look at this biscuit.
I can't believe they're just doing this.
What? Just do what? No, you idiots!
Look at the face.
How traumatizing, you idiot!
Oh no.
He's just...
This was the worst way to reveal him being alive.
Oh, he didn't know either. I forgot.
No one knew.
He tried to get him killed. Oh,
he's pissed.
I'm not scared of that man at all. I knew they were gonna be mad.
Aww.
Oh, that's the perfect way for that to happen for him.
I just did not expect it to go down like that.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
I thought he was gonna like come into the tournament like swinging, being super cool.
Oh yeah, no, I thought something like that might happen initially, but the second Gojo got involved. Is this a Japanese game show arc? Oh,
pretty dangerous. I thought he was spanking him.
He's trying to tap out. He's so mad.
He was able to restrain Gojo.
Yeah, Panda. Oh, he's just meeting. Oh.
Because he could basically tell anyone to do anything.
Ah. Case by case. No explanation still.
It's her weapon. That's cool. Makes me wish I got it in Fortnite. Oh, he broke it. Ugh.
Oh man, this is 2 Gojo pranks back to back on you, buddy. Oh, look at the shadow. The shadow over his eyes.
Kind of looks like Gojo.
Yes, it's so good.
He can go crazy. Punch, kick.
He's a simple guy.
We have enough of that.
That's right.
Facts.
That's some respect.
Yeah, because he's fought Toto, who's this huge ass, bulking man.
I saw how strong he was too.
Yeah.
Well, he's got that determination.
He's made of steel.
He's fucking pissed about this.
Remember, they're seeing him as a curse.
Wow.
They don't see Yuji as a person.
He's briefing the other team. Oh my god, to be like, by the way, you need to kill.
I mean, that's his school.
No.
Oh!
Ah.
Is that how Sukuna was born?
Does that mean Junpei could come back as a curse?
Sheesh. He's not your average simp.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, his priorities.
Well, you're blind, so.
What?
Like, what do you know? You can't see shit.
Someone put the cancel stamp on him.
Mm-hmm.
Calling him out.
Is she a teacher?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, she's like Gojo's peer.
Gotcha.
From Kyoto.
He's talking about Ghetto.
Oh boy. Infinite domain. He's such a bitch.
Not domain. No. Oh shit.
What is it?
It's just
His curse technique.
Oh.
He's like, we're friends, right? Why are you lying to me?
Oh.
I'm so excited!
For Maki-san. I forgot. She's fighting her sister.
Yeah, so Nobara and Maki are gonna gang up and fuck up Mai.
That's right.
Is the ending song?
Is this vertical?
It is.
This is...
It's TikTok.
When did this come out?
This is 2020, right?
I think so.
That literally was... What a beautiful way to bring us into the credits.
It's beautiful. TikTok.
That was incredibly sentimental to make it a video. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that
like
is pretty cool.
Like that, yeah. That's how you know there should be some real tragedy.
You're right, actually.
There's going to be some real fucking tragedy.
This is too sad of a vibe.
And he wasn't in any of the video.
He was taking him.
He was taking the video.
That we would.
Look, if I had been getting JJK one episode a week for 13 weeks, and then they took it out for 2 weeks, and then they came back with that episode, that would be an amazing way to come back after a break. That was a great re-intro episode. It reminded me who everybody was.
Yeah.
And that was important. Because, I don't know episode to episode who anybody is. So, love that.
So, I've got matchups in my head that are going to happen, I feel like. Nobara and Maki are going to fight Mai.
You don't think that...
Mai just called them out and was like, give me Maki and give me Nobara.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But I was thinking that Maki and Mai would end up having a face-off. Just the two of them.
Probably at some point,
first.
Yeah. Well, all I know is if Mai is calling out Nobara that she wants to take her, and they had that interaction before, at some point, she's gonna come. Pull out the gun.
Gun.
And then I also think Megumi is gonna fight Todo
again.
I mean, it would. I feel like it would be either Megumi or Yuji who fights Todo.
I think it makes more sense that. Well, I don't know. It depends on how rational they're being. There can be any kind of motivation, but if we were in that moment, Megumi doesn't seem to be driven by that same amount of like arrogance. He seems to like he would be like willing to let Yuji step in more if he thought Yuji could physically take Todo like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I just think because of what they've been setting up with Megumi, as far as like when they were training, a lot of Megumi's training had to do with him worried about fighting up close fighters.
Yeah.
And Todo is an up close fighter who he's just had this interaction with in episode 8 who they clashed and he got his ass beat, but he didn't get to show his full power. And so like part of me is like
the shift happened again.
Yeah,
got another moment where he was like, okay.
So I think I would put my money on the fact that because of Megumi's development and his tie to Todo at this point in the story, I could see them facing off.
They're all like running away from Inumaki, my fave right now. And no one seems to have any kind of words to say about Panda. Once again, Yuji was like, and you are just a panda. Right? Like, what's the deal here? And they were like, oh, well. And then once again, they were like, why is everyone talking about it? And it's like, wait, well, we were just, this is like the third time they brought it up and not like finished the other half.
But we did see in the intro, Buff Panda.
Yeah, raged out panda. Oh my god.
Panda.
That was crazy.
I think, so he said something in this episode. I feel like I've more and more been able to hear them speaking Japanese and it registering as words that they're saying. You know what I mean? But like
milestones.
That is a good milestone.
In this episode, there were a few times that they said words that were like adopted, English words. And he said case by case or something like that. Case. When he said that, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot like the words. The actors are also saying words that mean roughly the same thing that's showing up on the screen. And I was conscious about listening to it more this episode than I feel like I ever have been. And it's like, it's connecting a little bit more. So
oh yeah.
I'm not not converted or anything like that, but maybe there are other languages. Maybe you guys aren't making this all up. Oh, Gojo asked this other character we just met named...
I forgot her name. I'm so sorry.
Wait, who?
The woman, the other teacher.
The scar on her face. Yeah. She looks like...
she did have a scar on her face.
Inuyasha. Kyo.
I can't believe I forgot her name.
Anyways,
I can't believe it either. What the...
Gojo met with the other teacher, whose name we don't remember, and said there's someone, a curse user, who is rallying curses, and I need you to investigate at your school the way I'm investigating at my school. We got to figure out who's...
I think we know who that is.
Yeah, it's
Geto.
That's the guy who with the scar has been with them
since we were introduced to them.
Yeah. Like, he was there in the shop when he burned all those people and stuff. So, like, he's like... It seems obvious that it's him, and they just don't know that yet, which is we're getting the power of perspective in a way that I really appreciate. I hate it whenever the villains show up, and it's just like, oh, the Green Goblin... and, Electro are working together now just because that's an interesting challenge. And it's like, well, now we're getting to see it develop on the back end.
Yeah.
Like, we're seeing the adventures of Geto and Jogo and stuff like that to some degree. And Mahito, and all that stuff. Yeah. It's interesting that they've been bringing Junpei up over and over again. They're obviously... They
did bring him up again.
Foreshadowing.
I have to concede that
they're going to bring him back. Also, they said, if you don't kill someone... with cursed energy, then they can come back as a curse. And we've seen that curses with a lot of, something behind them can be more like humans. Like, we've seen them, whatever.
The primordial curses.
Yeah, sure. But, like, is Junpei maybe comes back as a representation of, loss.
No, look, Junpei's dead, bro.
No.
And I will concede that they mentioned Junpei, but they only mentioned him insofar as to say he was a toy. I think it was more about showing how Mahito viewed that relationship.
What did Mahito say? It didn't work out, did it? That's the way they translated it, at least. It didn't work out. Did it? Did it work out? It didn't work out, did it? Sorry, no, I'm just repeating it. Sorry. It's like the word game. No, but here's what I'm saying is they said that in the same episode that they also said that look, there's dots out there.
I think it's more what they said about when you're talking about if you're killed without if a curse user is killed without curse energy, then there's a high likelihood they'll become a curse. Right?
Wait,
that's what they said, right?
Wait, so if a character gets, like, say one of these students gets killed naturally, like, or violently, but not by curse, they could come back as a powerful curse. That could be another, like, minor boss fight.
Potentially.
Situation.
But I was thinking, what if that's what happened to Sukuna? He was a curse user, supposedly. Theoretically, we have theorized, and I think it's pretty clear, like, the way that they set him up, that he's saying he was a real person at one point. He had to have been... Because he's a curse now. That's what I'm saying. There's the link there, where, like, he was a human. If he was, like we theorize, a curse user, maybe he was killed without cursed energy, and so then he became a curse.
What does it say if you can come back as a curse? If that's definitely you, but you just came back as a curse, and all this conversation about the shape of a soul and like knowing a person by the shape of their soul and whatever, what Mahito was talking about, are curses just?
Don't say it.
Like, it's just us. Like, we die and it's our ghosts, it's our spirits. It's just spirits in the same way that our spirits are spirits and they take a form and we take a form. Is curses people too?
Stop.
Jogo?
Well, is curses? That's what he was saying. Like, I won't. He's like, I will literally give my life for the cause of knowing that curses will be freed from, that they will get to have the same life that humans do. Like, if that is not like one of the most fundamental, like, look at any point in history where we're like, those were definitely the good guys and those were definitely the bad guys. One side was standing on the side saying, not everyone is a person. And the other people are saying, no, not always. But like, I don't consider this people group persons, and this other group saying, we are people, or that we need to be considered human or persons or whatever, blah, blah. This is a metaphor, obviously, because we're still trying to figure that out amongst people groups. But like, this is also like the same metaphor you could draw for like animals. Like, is animals people too? I like my dog a lot. Not eating her for sure. You know
but Jogo, what's interesting is like he's talking about like, I mean, we're talking about like generational cultivation, right?
Yeah, the primordial curses are different.
Wealth, health, or whatever you would say.
Wait, wealth, health.
I mean, you're cultivating generational goodness for your people, right? So like, but like what's weird to me is like Jogo is a primordial curse. He's supposedly existed as a concept forever. So like, what do you mean you won't be around? Like, will there? Well,
he just physically manifested.
He just recently physically manifested, I guess. But we don't know why, do we?
Well,
why
I mean,
he suddenly manifested?
As like vaguely conceptually, Gojo said that part of the issue is that they've been constantly trimming back on these identifiable curses without fixing the root issues, and it seems that we've just grown to a point where we're busting out the ceiling rather than out the windows. You know what I mean? That like finally so much cursed energy is built up that like these primordial curses have like come into reality, come into realization. But I don't know. This is conjecture.
Well, they did say that the primordial curses had wisdom before they were conscious before they had the physical form.
Yeah. And
I think it goes with what you're saying, that it's like, yeah, it's because of the actions of the Jujutsu sorcerers, the power levels are all spiking up.
Yeah.
Well, so
for the cursed, like the sorcerers, the cursed users, and the cursed spirits. Everybody's just, he's like, my new generation of students, you're not going to be able to classify them as S rank. They're just going to be like, yes, S class.
They're just going to be beings around us that are powerful.
Yeah, that's going to be like almost boundless.
But they're trying to usher in the age of curses, and he's talking about how he won't be around to see it in a way, but if he always had wisdom and he was always conscious, then he should still be able to see it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, maybe that is true. Like, maybe if he does physically die or whatever, but I don't know, because Mahito seemed to think that like there would be this point that his soul would get destroyed or something. That seemed like a fear, but maybe I made that up.
He was afraid.
I cannot remember.
His soul was. Yuji was able to, attack him and like affect his soul, and so was Sukuna, and he was like taken aback by that. It did seem like he was a little bit afraid. He ran away from that fight because of that.
This tournament is more like the Naruto Chunin exams than it is like the Dragon Ball Z tournament. So far.
How? So because we're introduced to all these characters?
Well, they're like, go off into the forest and accomplish this task.
It actually reminds me a lot of My Hero in some ways.
Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, so I won't talk about it.
But I will. I guess, probably.
We'll see.
I don't know.
It has cool moments.
I feel like there was a lot more exposition. Oh, Joko was smoking a human pipe. I mean, a brain.
Oh, yeah, he was smoking.
Yeah, that was creepy.
It did look like a transfigured human. You're right. And then he tossed it in the water or something when he was done. Did you see that?
Did he?
Or he just tossed it to the side or something. He looked like he did.
So you think Mahito took a human, turned them into a fucking pipe?
No, because Mahito just got there. And then he was like, "Oh, you look really tired."
He could have done it earlier.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that could also
That's
have
creepy.
been his power, or it could have been like another curse or something like that.
It just seems so random.
It seemed more like set dressing. Again, that was one of those situations where it felt, at least, maybe it was foreshadowing this deep reality, but it felt more like some things are meant to be examined and some things are set dressing, and that felt more like set dressing.
I don't know. They're very good with details. And then being intentional.
It had a face, Sean.
It's just like
He could have made it a normal pipe.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where it is, where it's like if you go to... I went to Universal for the first time like a year or two ago, and there all the stuff there, like you go walk down an alleyway and there'll be this whole wall, and there will be interactive things, but it's not like every door opens or every drawer actually opens, but the ones that do, it's really interesting. So I feel like a question of like, is that pipe a drawer that actually opens, or is that just like, you know,
I don't know,
amongst many drawers and some of them open? You know?
We can't know.
We will. Well, he says he thinks it is.
I mean, like just up to this point, because that's the first time I ever noticed that.
Oh,
that pipe. Were you pointing it out? I was like, oh shit.
Because we just learned about transfigured humans like a few episodes ago.
So. Watching it with y'all and like watching y'all's reactions is making me notice so many other details that I've like missed.
Well, Austin's really spending time on it too.
With the edits.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I gotta rewatch these episodes like
a lot,
so many times. Favorite character that was introduced this episode?
How many characters got introduced?
So many.
Really?
Miwa with the blue hair
into a school.
The little witch blonde robot who I'm watching Invincible season 2, so maybe you guys will be seeing that on the channel around the same time. So that they look so similar as well. That's interesting. Then who else? I like the way that the robot's just like.
We met
Mekamaru. Like how he talks.
Yeah.
Mekamaru, yeah.
Mekamaru. Yeah, and the little witch girl was Momo.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a blind guy.
The blind guy who you were like, fuck blind people.
That's not what I meant. He was trying to shit on Yuji, and I was like,
you're like, how can I shit on? What can I shit on about you? You're blind.
Oh man, don't put it that way. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like, what do you know? Because you're blind.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I'll cut that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's probably not any blind people watching our videos.
Chop.
No, we're keeping it. I guess we don't know them yet. So what kind of question is that? But if you had to pick one right off the bat, which one was the most interesting?
That guy is the blind guy is so uninteresting to me because he's filling, at least for now, that archetype of I'm quietly so powerful. Like I'm frail and I walk with a limp, but everyone fears me and whatever.
I had the thought that he was going to be really powerful, and then I was like, wait, maybe he's not, because I had that thought. Maybe he won't be.
But do you see how he talked to Todo, where he was like, Todo, don't leave yet? And Todo did talk back to him.
He did talk to him like an equal.
But yeah, like it was very much like one of those things where I felt like if he had felt like it was worth it, he could have restrained Todo somehow. But that's not reasonable, and he knows how Todo works. He's got a certain amount of wisdom in that regard.
I see, yeah.
So he's kind of tropey for me.
He mentioned something about Megumi. I kind of missed it.
Oh, because he's the most powerful one of the clan, right? He's he's got
Fushiguro.
Yeah, he's like the most powerful one because age doesn't count for everything.
The Zenin.
Oh yeah.
Wait, the Zenin clan. Fushiguro is part of the Zenin clan?
Yeah, that's what he said.
See, now I'm wondering what the Zenin clan is, and we don't have to talk about that. But now that's got a question mark in my mind.
None of that means anything to me, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just they're families and they hang out together. I don't know.
I think the robot seems really interesting.
I'm being real quiet because
I know you have to be after.
Yeah.
I think I think Mekamaru is cool, but also again just tropey. It's just like a robot character who's very analytical and.
But I don't. At this point in the show,
we don't know them,
and because of the popularity of Jujutsu Kaisen, and because of the way Hector is constantly saying it subverts your expectations, then I actually do believe that all these characters are going to be really interesting, like all of them. Like they're not gonna. We think they're tropey right now, but it's like okay.
Well, yeah. So, but like those tropey versions of characters.
What is the robot trope? Explain that trope to me.
That there's just like an analytical robot type person. I mean, the first thing that came to mind was Invincible because I'm watching Invincible and they look almost exactly alike. You know what I mean? But I mean, what other shows have I watched recently? Even I don't know. The idea of like there just being a robot member of the crew is like,
yeah.
You know, like
I think I get
one of them's a cyborg or a robot completely or something like that. You know, it's just like a character type-ish thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're either way too emotional and it doesn't make sense, or they're very analytical. You know what I mean?
Like, my initial thoughts is that witch girl will use, like, projectile magic.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that kind of stuff. First of all, little witch girl character who has magic, you know, and is very cute. Again, another trope character. But,
yeah.
Is she going to have, like, dark take over her mind? You know, you get scared of her kind of magic?
What if she doesn't use magic at all? What if she literally whacks people with her broom? What if she just beats people?
What if, yes, she's just like running around hitting shit and she's super agile? Oh. She throws the broom like it's a spear or something.
Yeah, it's like a spear and it always teleports back to her hand. You know? Who knows? Like, what if Robot is actually dumb? Like, low IQ Robot.
That's not how they presented him so far, but like if he runs in the face of danger or something like that,
yeah, he's got like
totally a lot of, irrational.
Yeah, human emotions that like stop him from being able to. I don't
know.
Well,
he can't just be a robot, right? That doesn't make sense. There has to be something behind his robotness.
He's got a symbol on his head, so maybe he's the magic user.
Maybe he was a person and he became a robot, and his soul went into a robot.
Maybe we think he's a robot. He's not a robot at all.
He's inside a suit. Or
what is a robot?
It's a machine that operates based on computer commands.
And who made them, and what are we?
But I operate off computer commands.
I have wetware.
You guys drop in the comments. Tell us what's your favorite function of our software and your favorite function of our hardware.
And yours.
Okay.
Our hardware and software, your hardware and software. So jumping jacks, that would be like a 3 out of 10 for me. That's not great.
Not fun.
They're okay.
I like being able to do a push-up.
Running's like a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
The sensation of falling that you get on a roller coaster, but like one that's not too scary. Like that little giddy sensation the first time you get it.
We like that, yeah.
Afterwards, it feels like a 9. And while it's happening, it's like a -3. But then afterwards, it feels like a 9, unless it's too much, and then it just feels bad.
Yes.
So just give us some feedback on what kind of inputs we should try.
Do you like your legs?
Do you like your legs?
Do you like your arms?
Well,
would you prefer your arms or your legs?
No. Don't talk about. Don't tell me about your body parts.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching, y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to see the next episode, because we don't have a consistent schedule right now.
And look, if you're just getting to this part in our channel and you've checked out our Patreon before, check it out again. We got new stuff up on Patreon, so come swing by, give us a second shot.
Yeah, and everything on Patreon is subject to be better in the future.
Everything we do has to basically it has to get better.
It has to get better, because we're at the lowest point right now.
No. We spent some time over there with the lighting, and it was like we took away our background and stuff, so we're on our way up for sure.
Yeah.
That did happen.
Yeah, that was our lowest moment.
So,
anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Patreon. Thank you guys for being here on Patreon. Like, seriously, it means us continuing to do this, because that is not from like a financial perspective necessarily, but just from an encouragement, like showing us that there is an interest for us to be doing this kind of thing. And if you have any ideas to make the Patreon better,
yeah, I think I'd feel differently, but it turns out there's like work involved in doing this. So.
Things to do.
Yeah. So please, thank you for the encouragement on Patreon. Thank you for subscribing. That is it's free. Subscribe for free. Thank you.
And thank you for your time.
Anyway.
Thanks for just watching. Thanks for just getting here. If you're hearing this, then Austin made a mistake, because it shouldn't have made it into the
sushi, rice, wasabi. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Oh, whoa. Are we doing a yeah.
That was kind of cute.
I'm ready now.
We just come up with random words. Like, eyes, nose, mouth. Bye. Everybody. Yep, it still fails.
Okay, no, how about this? How about,
It's me.
It's you.
I'll
see it.
Three words.
You think you're so funny.
I got you 3 words.
You're literally like doing it late on purpose.
Hi. Oh, oops, oops.
Oopsie.
No one can see that.
Oops. It's like Hector's little inside joke with himself.
Red me for filth. That's good.